A lot of institutions and media houses are trying to convince you that Dogecoin is going to fall. They're saying that Dogecoin is doomed to die this year, but I think they're just trying to spread FUD in the market. The question is whether you'll fall for it or not. So, let's talk about it. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber on Wednesday. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. Take a look at this. JP Morgan sent out this alert to its investors about cryptocurrencies. They did it last week when Bitcoin was standing at around $33,000. And now, look at this. JP Morgan says that crypto market is healing. I hope you see what they're trying to do here. They're driving down the price initially, then they're accumulating, and then they are telling their investors that it's healing to shoot up its price. This is market manipulation at a very large scale. JP Morgan's clients include world's most prominent corporations, governments, wealthy individuals, and institutional investors. I think what you should do is absolutely avoid analysts like them. The key here is to stick to one analyst who's been giving you decent results over the past 10 to 15 years. Someone who's reliable and doesn't change his or her words every week. Now, before we look into more really negative news stories from this week, let's take a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Look at this. Yesterday, it was at 28 and now it's at 21. This means that people were starting to get back in the market, but because of manipulation like this, they're starting to leave again. Now, let's take a look at some other really negative stories about Doge and crypto. This one talks about 10 reasons why Dogecoin predictably crashed. It comes from Motley Fool, a website that apparently really hates Dogecoin. I'll talk about why I think they're specifically targeting Dogecoin in a minute. But first, let's take a look at this article again. It says that only a small fraction of businesses accept Dogecoin. That's absolutely false. Right now, over 1,400 stores accept Dogecoin across the globe. And that number is going to rise when the new update finally comes out in late July. The next one talks about how the average blockchain transactions are declining. While it's true that they are declining, I think they aren't thinking about how it'll increase substantially after the new update comes out. They talk about a lot of other stuff, but I hope you get the idea. Then the other article from Motley Fool says that you should forget about Dogecoin and look at other options. And another one came out from Forbes. They're basically taking a jab on Dogecoin by using a yoga pose as a reference. Personally, I feel that when so many news websites are talking about Dogecoin, it's good news for Doge because we know that people actually care about it. The media publications write about things that people want to read about, so I think this isn't such a bad thing after all. Now, let's look at the Fear and Greed Index again for a minute. If we compare this number to where it was last week, we can conclude that these media publications are having less of an effect on people. They are having an impact, but it's substantially lower. Overall, I'm optimistic because a lot more people have entered the market compared to last week. And what's great is that all of the paper hands are now out of the market, leaving only the diamond hands. And while those with diamond hands are holding, the accumulation is just getting started, and it will accelerate, raising the price of cryptocurrencies very soon. That's why I believe things will really take off for crypto in the month of July. Also, I'd just like to warn you again to not fall for news like this. Let's look at Dogecoin price for a minute. It's currently trading at 24.4 cents, which is pretty great considering where we were last week. I'm glad that we're still staying above the support level, which currently stands at 24 cents. Also, it broke through a key resistance level of 27 cents earlier this week, which means that great things are coming for Doge in the next couple of months. Now, let's take a look at some really interesting news about Dogecoin and crypto that you might have missed today. South Korea is apparently going to begin its crackdown on crypto. Take a look at this. This article talks about how the Korean Bank Federation is on a mission to eliminate high risks when it comes to crypto. They're most probably thinking about crypto regulation. Now, a lot of people would be scared to read this, but I don't think it's such a bad thing. Let's take a look at this. The co-chair of Blockchain Caucus talks about how the government must have power to reverse crypto transactions. So, as I said, governments are attempting to regulate cryptocurrencies, which many cryptocurrency owners regard as a bad thing. But I think it's a great thing. We definitely want the governments to control and tax it. This will be a great thing in the long run because it'll lead to wider adoption. Now, talking about adoption, take a look at this. Right now, people in South Korea can now use cryptocurrencies in over 70,000 retail outlets. Customers can now pay with crypto by converting it into South Korea's digital currency. The transactions are done with the Paycoin app, which has over 1 million users and 70,000 businesses that accept cryptocurrency. Now the point is that this figure is nothing compared to where crypto adoption could be when it gets regulated. When crypto finally gets regulated in a big market like South Korea, we'll see a lot more people come into the market because it'll make cryptocurrencies a relatively safer bet. Now, let's take a look at this. It says we don't have much time left to regulate cryptocurrency, says the Bank of France governor. So we have the governor of the Bank of France coming out and saying that we must move swiftly and do everything possible to regulate these cryptocurrencies before they take over, or people will forget about the euro. The thing is that when people are frightened of cryptocurrencies, it is highly bullish. This is excellent news for Dogecoin since these people are afraid. Now, let's take a look at another interesting thing that happened. Galaxy Digital has recently provided a $20 million loan to Argo Blockchain, which is a crypto mining company based in the United Kingdom. Argo is going to use this loan to expand its mining operations in Texas and meet their current operating costs. The point is that they're still bullish despite China's crackdown on crypto mining. They still see cryptocurrencies going way up from here, and that's why they took this loan. And now, take a look at this. Ethereum 2.0 has achieved the 6 million staked milestone. Basically, there is now 10 times more Ether staked in Ethereum ahead of the upcoming upgrades this year. I'm not sure when Ethereum 2.0 will be fully operational, but they're working on switching Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake. And this is quite bullish for a number of reasons. So, when a significant number of people begin to invest in Ethereum, particularly by staking it, this means that they're in it for the long haul. It suggests that the bullish momentum is strong. There are a large number of people staking all of this Ether because they predict that cryptocurrencies are going to rise again this year. Basically, all the data suggests that there's a lot to be optimistic about, despite all the bad news coming out from these media houses and big players. And this is why you shouldn't buy into the FUD that these institutions are trying to spread right now. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.